What's up, everyone? It's your boy Giovanni, the G35 fan, back at it again with another video on the channel. So guys, dang, when I wear white, it looks like I'm glowing, like I'm some type of angel. Anyways, yeah, for today's video, guys, I'm going to be installing a 4-piece splitter on the G35. Haven't seen this done on a G35 as far as the front splitter that I got. It is a universal type of splitter, so I'm hoping it fits. We'll see what happens, but for the most part, once I complete this look, then I'll finish finally with phase 1 on my G35, and I can finally start on phase 2, which is all the suspension and all that. So I'm really excited to see what this looks like. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, and I'm hoping it comes out looking good. But like always, guys, been talking too much, so let's get this video started. Alright, so before I even put on the front splitter and do all that, I'm gonna go ahead and give the car a good wash down because it's kind of dirty. It's been raining this whole week, so now that it's gonna be clear skies, today's a nice day, nice and cool outside. I'm gonna go ahead and wash the car, probably wash April's car too, and then once the car is all nice and clean, I'll put on the front splitter. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, got the car nice and clean. So this is a front splitter that I got. Like I had mentioned, it's a 4-piece. So what I mean by that is you have this one piece that overlaps this piece right here, which is the center, and then you have your left piece and your right piece. So something like that. It's kind of like the one I used to have. The only difference is this one is like a matted black, and it also has this piece right here. So something a little bit different. I don't know, we'll see how it comes out. It does come with self tappers, but I'm gonna go ahead and use nuts and bolts and washers. Alright guys, got the car on the jack stands, everything's lifted up. So like I had mentioned, I'm going to be using a 1/4-inch bit, and I'm going to be pre-drilling these holes, but for the most part that's kind of what it's going to look like. I noticed that this one has a little bit of a different curve to it as far as an indentation, so I don't know, we'll see what it looks like. But I'm going to pre-drill the holes. You have holes right here that you got to pre-drill, so I'm going to do that right now. Alright guys, so finished drilling all my holes. I tried to evenly match them. So on each of these little side wings I did 4 holes. In the middle one I did a hole right here, 3 in the middle, and then 1 at the end. Now what I did notice is this piece does attach right here, but for it to be secure, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the self tappers that it came with, so that way it stays secure. And I did look at the measurement of the self tapper. It is going to work perfectly fine. That way it doesn't punch through the top of this part. Unfortunately, the fitment on this thing is not good. Look at that. That's almost to the edge of the tire. I ended up just securing it real quick with a self tapper right there and a self tapper on this end. But guys, this fitment is no good. Look at this. Look at this big old gap. Big old gap. So what I'm gonna have to do is do some customizing, and I really didn't want to do that. As you can see right there, it's butted up right up here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna probably cut this right here, get rid of this so I can see what I can do, and then probably right here I'm gonna have to cut this, that way it's not as close to the tire, and see what happens there. But as far as the look, it doesn't look bad. But look at that big old gap. Alright guys, so I ended up trimming this piece off right here, all the way up to, I guess, like this hole right here. I did the same thing for over there, right? So I was able to get, by me trimming those pieces, the center piece, as far as the middle part of the splitter, it fits flush with this right here. So that's good. I got rid of that whole gap. So now I marked kind of where I need to cut, so that way it clears the tire. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep a steady hand because I don't want it to look all crappy. But once I cut those two pieces, I'll be able to flush it perfectly with the front of the bumper, and it'll look a lot better. So I'm gonna do that right now. Alright guys, so I had to bring out my light. It got a little dark, but yeah, that's everything I had to cut off. Kind of a lot. I would say maybe like a good 3 inches that I had to cut off for it to fit flush. But for the most part, yeah, this is gonna fit perfectly right here on the front, and I won't have any issues with the tire rubbing or hitting, you know, the side of the splitter. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on, and that should be it, guys. Alright guys, so finished putting on the splitter, put some of the bolts on. Now I did have to use some of the self tappers, being that, as you can see, this piece connects to this piece and it overlaps. So when you have the self tappers, it looks a lot cleaner than having a bolt go through. So I did have to use the self tappers for that. But other than that, I did use bolts, as you can see right there, and over here at the edge. That way it's a little more secure. The only thing that I have to fix that I kind of don't like is, as you can see right here, I'm gonna have to use a Dremel or something to, you know, shave this down. But all in all, guys, I got rid of that big old gap. It looks a lot cleaner. I like the way it came out. So if you are looking at getting this splitter, just remember that you do have to customize it, and you know, do some little cutting and all that. But for the most part, I like the way it came out, something different. So if you enjoyed this video, if you like the way it looks, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, because the more likes and the more shares I get, this video gets recommended, and a lot of G35 owners who are looking at, you know, getting this splitter will be able to see it. So yeah, just do your part, and I'll keep putting out some content on the car. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like always, it's your boy Giovanni. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.